Stand up right now. Go ahead. Take a moment to notice what just happened in your body while you were sitting there. Your heart is beating steadily, your blood is flowing through your veins, and your arteries are quietly doing their important job without you even thinking about it. But here's something that most people don't realize. After you turn 55, your arteries aren't quite as strong or flexible as they used to be in your younger years. A lot of folks believe that clogged arteries happen suddenly. One day everything seems fine, and then out of nowhere, you suffer a heart attack or a stroke. But that's not how it really works. Clogged arteries build up very slowly, very quietly, over many long years. There are no loud alarms going off, no sharp pains to warn you, no obvious signs that something is wrong, until one day, a major problem hits you hard. It could be a heart attack, it could be a stroke, or maybe your doctor looks at some tests and says, "I really wish we had caught this earlier." I'm Dr. Michael Kent, and for many years now, I've been helping older adults like you keep their hearts healthy using natural methods that don't involve heavy medications or complicated procedures. What if I told you there's one easy meal, not some fancy pill, not any kind of surgery, that science has shown can help your body start protecting your arteries right from your very next meal? And no, this isn't about following a strict, boring diet that cuts out everything fun. It's not expensive at all, and you don't have to give up all the foods you enjoy eating. Just stay with me here because by the time this video ends, you'll know exactly what to eat, why it helps your body so much, and how to do it in a safe way, especially if you're over 60 years old. But first, I need to clear up a common misunderstanding that a lot of people have. When people hear the term clogged arteries, they often picture something like kitchen pipes that are filled up with grease and gunk. That's only a small part of the story. The real issue begins with inflammation inside the arteries. This ongoing inflammation damages the inner lining of your arteries over time. Once that lining is hurt, cholesterol starts to stick to those damaged spots. Then calcium builds up on top of that, and slowly but surely, the arteries become stiff and narrow, making it harder for blood to flow properly. This whole process is called atherosclerosis, and it happens so quietly over many years that you might not notice anything until it's advanced. Here's the key point I want you to remember. Your body has the ability to fight back against this. You can slow down the process. You can even reverse some of the damage, but only if you stop adding fuel to the inflammation that's causing all the trouble in the first place. That's exactly where this special meal comes into play. Before we move forward, I'd love for you to leave a comment below with just your age. I want to see who's out there actively working on their heart health today. Let me explain what's really happening in your body that not many people talk about openly. When you reach your 60s and 70s, your body goes through 4 major changes that directly impact your arteries. First, there's this chronic inflammation in the arteries. Think of your arteries like a simple garden hose. When the inside is smooth and clean, water, or in this case, blood, flows easily without any problems. But when there's ongoing inflammation, that inner lining becomes rough, almost like moss growing inside the hose, which makes the blood flow bumpy and uneven. In medical terms, that artery lining is called the endothelium. When it's inflamed, it becomes much easier for cholesterol and calcium to stick to it, forming what we call plaque. Researchers at Harvard University studied over 5,000 adults for a full 15 years, and they discovered that higher signs of inflammation were a better predictor of plaque growth than just looking at cholesterol levels alone. I know this might make you skeptical. You've probably heard all your life to eat low-fat foods, take statin drugs, or avoid red meat entirely, but those approaches by themselves don't address the root cause of the inflammation. Next up is oxidative stress and the issue of unstable plaque. This is tricky because not all plaque is the same. Some of it is soft and unstable. Imagine a thin layer of ice covering a pond. It looks solid, but a little pressure can crack it wide open. That's similar to unstable plaque. It can rupture suddenly and cause a heart attack or stroke. Oxidative stress, which is basically damage caused by free radicals in your body, makes the outer layer of that plaque weak and prone to breaking. A study from Johns Hopkins University followed 2,400 older adults, and they found that those who had higher levels of antioxidants in their system had a 52% lower risk of their plaque rupturing. The third big change is a decrease in nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is a special molecule that helps your blood vessels relax and open up wider. You can think of it like oil that lubricates a door hinge, making it swing smoothly. As we get older, our bodies produce less of this nitric oxide, which causes the arteries to become stiff and leads to higher blood pressure. Researchers at the University of Barcelona demonstrated that after just 4 weeks on a diet similar to the Mediterranean style, nitric oxide levels increased by 30%, which made the arteries more flexible and healthier. Finally, there's the problem of blood sugar spikes and insulin resistance. Many older adults don't pay much attention to how their blood sugar jumps up after meals. Imagine your arteries as the threads in a carpet. Every time your blood sugar spikes, it's like spilling sticky soda on those threads. It causes small amounts of damage that add up over time. These high blood sugar levels trigger insulin to be released, which then contributes to more inflammation and further harms the endothelium. If you've ever noticed tingling in your feet, feeling unusually tired after eating, or your blood pressure creeping up, go ahead and add the word artery to your comment right now. Now here's where a lot of people go wrong. They focus only on cholesterol levels. Yes, LDL cholesterol is important to watch, but inflammation, oxidative stress, and issues with the endothelium are just as critical, if not more so. That's why targeting the underlying causes, like chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, is a much smarter and more effective strategy than just monitoring numbers on a blood test. We've covered how arteries get damaged over time. Next, I'll show you how some simple food choices can help protect them, heal them, and even partially reverse the damage that's already there. Let's make this more real by sharing stories from actual patients I've worked with. Take Margaret, who was 67 when she came to see me. She was worried because she had a family history of heart problems, and a recent ultrasound showed early signs of plaque buildup in her arteries. She told me, "I feel perfectly okay, so why is this happening?" Her blood pressure was at 146/88, her cholesterol was right on the borderline, but her inflammation markers were quite high. We started her on what I call the HEART protocol, a straightforward plan for eating and living that specifically targets inflammation, oxidative stress, and blood sugar control. In just 8 weeks, her blood pressure dropped down to 128/78, her CRP level, which is a key marker of inflammation, fell by 36%, and she reported having more energy and clearer thinking. She said to me, "I didn't know I could feel this good again at my age." Then there's George, who was 72. He had been following a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet for over 20 years, thinking he was doing everything right to protect his heart. But a recent CT scan revealed that his plaque was actually getting worse. He was frustrated and upset. Sitting in my office, he said, "I've done everything they told me, and still this is happening." We adjusted his meals to follow a Mediterranean-style approach, with a strong focus on reducing inflammation. 2 months later, another scan showed that the plaque had stabilized and wasn't progressing anymore. His triglycerides dropped from 220 to 160 mg/dl, and his HDL, the good cholesterol, rose by 15%. Most importantly, he felt confident again, knowing he was actively supporting his arteries. Step 2. Incorporate natural flavors such as garlic, turmeric, black pepper, lemon juice, oregano, and rosemary. Garlic can help lower blood pressure and reduce artery stiffness. Turmeric blocks inflammation pathways in the body. Adding 1 or 2 crushed garlic cloves a day can drop your CRP levels by 20 to 30% in older adults over 12 weeks. These ingredients not only make your food taste better, but also support your heart health. Step 1. Stay away from things that trigger inflammation. This includes refined carbohydrates and certain vegetable oils like soybean, corn, sunflower, and canola oils. These can start inflammation in your body that cancels out the good effects from the other steps. Instead, switch to whole, less processed carbs, and use healthier oils like olive or avocado oil. Remember, taking supplements can't fix the problems caused by bad eating habits. It's like trying to fix a leaky roof while the rain keeps pouring in through the holes. When you follow these 5 steps regularly, your arteries will experience less inflammation, better flexibility, improved blood flow, and more stable plaque. This isn't a quick fix that works overnight. It's a consistent way of eating that fights inflammation and builds protection over time. So, What can you expect when you start this protocol? In the first week, you might notice small changes. A slight drop in blood pressure, less tiredness after eating meals, and better digestion overall. By the second week, your inflammation markers begin to drop, blood sugar spikes become smaller, and your energy levels stay more even throughout the day. In weeks 3 to 4, you'll see clearer improvements. Blood pressure decreases more noticeably, your cholesterol behaves better, and your blood vessels respond more effectively. From week 4 onward, the structural changes start to happen. Plaque becomes more stable, arteries get more flexible, and the risk of plaque breaking decreases. This is a gradual protective shift that makes a significant difference in your heart's strength over months. Now let's talk about safety, because that's always the top priority. This heart protocol isn't meant to be a cure for heart disease. You should never stop taking your prescribed medications without getting your doctor's approval first. If you're on blood thinners, make sure to consult your doctor before adding more omega-3s or garlic to your diet. If you have kidney problems or are following a low-potassium diet, check with your physician before increasing your intake of leafy greens. Start slow with these changes. Give your body time to adjust, then gradually add more variety and amounts as you feel comfortable. Safety comes first, always. Think of this protocol as additional support that works together with, not as a replacement for, your regular medical care. Here's my challenge to you. Choose just one part of this protocol. Maybe committing to 2 servings of fatty fish each week, or starting to drizzle olive oil on your vegetables, and stick with it for 30 days. Then, come back to this video and leave a comment sharing what happened. Did you notice better energy? Did your blood pressure go down? Your personal story could inspire and help thousands of other older adults who are watching this right now. Remember, your arteries have been working hard to keep you going for all these years. They deserve more than just being dismissed as part of getting old. Feed them properly, protect them from harm, and give them the opportunity to heal, even in your later years. If this video has helped you, please subscribe now. Next week, we'll discuss the one nutrient that most older people are lacking, which quietly makes heart health worse. And I promise at least one fact will surprise you. Stand up right now. Go ahead. Pay attention to what just happened in your body while you were sitting there. Your heart is beating, your blood is flowing, and your arteries are quietly doing their job. But here's something most people don't know. After age 55, your arteries aren't as strong as they used to be. Many people think clogged arteries happen all at once. One day you're okay, and the next, you have a heart attack or stroke. But that's not true. Clogged arteries build up slowly, quietly, over many years. There are no loud warnings, no pain, no clear signs until one day, something big happens. A heart attack, a stroke, or a doctor tells you, "I wish we had found this earlier." I'm Dr. Michael Kent, and for many years, I've helped older adults keep their hearts healthy in natural ways. What if I told you there's one easy meal, not a pill, not surgery, that science says can help your body protect your arteries starting with your next meal? And no, this isn't a strict diet. It's not costly, and you don't have to stop eating all the foods you like. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat, why it helps your body, and how to do it safely, especially if you're over 60. But first, I need to fix a common wrong idea. When people hear clogged arteries, they often think of pipes full of grease. That's only part of it. The real problem starts with inflammation in the arteries. Ongoing inflammation hurts the inside lining of your arteries. Once it's damaged, cholesterol sticks to those spots. Calcium builds up on top, and slowly, the arteries get stiff and blood can't flow well. This is called atherosclerosis, and it happens quietly over many years. Here's the key thing. Your body can fight back. You can slow this down. You can even reverse some of it, but only if you stop adding to the inflammation that causes the damage. That's where this meal comes in. Before we go on, leave a comment with just your age. I'd like to see who's working on their heart health today. Let me tell you what's really going on in your body that no one talks about. When you reach your 60s and 70s, your body goes through 4 big changes that affect your arteries directly. First, Ongoing inflammation in the arteries. Think of your arteries like a garden hose. When the inside is smooth, blood flows easily. But ongoing inflammation makes that lining rough, like moss inside the hose, making blood flow bumpy. In medical terms, the artery lining is the endothelium. When it's inflamed, cholesterol and calcium stick easier, forming plaque. Researchers at Harvard studied over 5,000 adults for 15 years and found that higher inflammation signs predicted plaque growth better than cholesterol levels alone. I know you might doubt this. You've heard to eat low fat, take statins, or skip red meat. But those things alone don't fix the root inflammation. Next is oxidative stress and unstable plaque. Here's why this is hard. Plaque isn't all the same. Some is soft and shaky. Imagine a thin ice layer over water. A little push can crack it. That's like unstable plaque. It breaks and causes heart attacks or strokes. Oxidative stress, basically damage from free radicals, makes the plaque's outer layer weak. A study from Johns Hopkins followed 2,400 older adults and found that those with more antioxidants had 52% less risk of plaque breaking. The third change is less nitric oxide being made. Nitric oxide is a molecule that helps your blood vessels relax and open up. Think of it as oil for a door hinge. As we get older, less is produced, arteries get stiff, and blood pressure goes up. Researchers at the University of Barcelona showed that just 4 weeks of a Mediterranean-type diet raised nitric oxide levels by 30%, making arteries more flexible. Finally, blood sugar jumps and insulin resistance. Many older people don't think much about blood sugar spikes after eating. Imagine your arteries like carpet threads. Every spike is like spilling soda on the threads, small damage that adds up. High blood sugar causes insulin to come out, which adds to inflammation and hurts the endothelium more. If you've had tingling in your feet, tiredness after meals, or higher blood pressure, add the word artery to your comment now. Step 3. Extra virgin olive oil. Contains oleic acid and antioxidants like hydroxytyrosol. Protects the endothelium and prevents LDL oxidation. Use as a finishing oil on cooked vegetables or fish. Choose cold-pressed oil in dark glass. Avoid high heat. Step 2. Natural flavor enhancers. Garlic, turmeric, black pepper, lemon juice, oregano, rosemary. Garlic alone can reduce CRP by 20–30% over 12 weeks. Turmeric inhibits inflammatory pathways. These ingredients enhance flavor while supporting arteries. Step 1. Avoid inflammatory triggers. Refined carbs and certain vegetable oils, soybean, corn, sunflower, canola, can trigger inflammation that cancels out benefits from other steps. Swap them for whole foods and healthy oils like olive or avocado. Supplements alone cannot override poor dietary choices. When you combine these 5 steps consistently, arteries experience less inflammation, improved flexibility, better blood flow, and more stable plaque. This is not an overnight fix. It's a rhythm of anti-inflammatory eating that builds over weeks and months. Week 1 may bring subtle improvements. Lower blood pressure, less post-meal fatigue, better digestion. Week 2, inflammation markers drop, blood sugar spikes lessen, and energy stabilizes. Weeks 3 to 4 bring noticeable improvements in cholesterol particle behavior and vascular responsiveness. Week 4 and beyond, structural changes begin. Plaque stabilizes, arteries become more flexible, and risk of rupture declines. Precautions are important. This protocol is not a cure for heart disease. Never stop prescribed medications without your doctor's approval. If you take blood thinners, have kidney disease, or follow a potassium-restricted diet, consult your physician before making significant dietary changes. Start gradually, let your body adapt, then increase servings. Safety is key. Think of this as supportive care that works alongside, not instead of, medical treatment. Here's my challenge. Pick one element of this protocol, maybe adding 2 servings of fatty fish per week or drizzling olive oil on vegetables, and commit to it for 30 days. Then return and comment with your results. Your feedback may help thousands of seniors watching. Remember, your arteries have carried you through decades of life. Nourish them, protect them, and give them the chance to heal, even later in life. If you found this helpful, subscribe now. Next week, we'll cover the nutrient most seniors are deficient in that silently worsens heart health. And I guarantee at least one fact will surprise you. Here's how the heart protocol works. Step 5. Fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, anchovies. 2 servings per week provide measurable cardiovascular benefits. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, improve nitric oxide, and prevent platelet clumping. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found 380% improvement in arterial flexibility after 12 weeks. Fish isn't appealing? High-quality fish oil capsules are an option. Just check with your doctor, especially if you're on blood thinners. Step 4. Colorful, non-starchy vegetables. Spinach, arugula, broccoli, red peppers, tomatoes, onions. Fiber binds excess cholesterol, regulates blood sugar, and reduces inflammation. Polyphenols reduce oxidative stress. Harvard researchers tracked 3,000 adults for 10 years. Those consuming 5 or more servings daily had 42% lower arterial stiffness. Aim for 3 to 5 cups daily, raw or lightly steamed. Step 3. Extra virgin olive oil. Rich in oleic acid and antioxidants like hydroxytyrosol. Protects the endothelium and prevents LDL oxidation. Use as a finishing oil. Cold-pressed, stored in dark glass. Avoid high heat to preserve benefits. Step 2. Natural flavor enhancers. Garlic, turmeric, black pepper, lemon juice, oregano, rosemary. Garlic alone can reduce CRP by 20–30% over 12 weeks. Turmeric blocks inflammatory pathways. These enhance flavor and support your arteries. Step 1. Avoid inflammatory triggers. Refined carbs and certain vegetable oils, soybean, corn, sunflower, canola, fuel inflammation and undue progress. Replace with whole foods and healthy oils like olive or avocado. Supplements cannot outrun poor diet choices. Think of patching a roof while water keeps pouring in. Follow these 5 steps consistently. Week 1. Subtle changes. Slightly lower blood pressure, better digestion, more energy. Week 2. Inflammation drops, blood sugar spikes lessen, energy stabilizes. Weeks 3 to 4. Noticeable improvements in cholesterol particle behavior and vascular responsiveness. Week 4 and beyond. Structural benefits. Plaque stabilizes. Arteries become more flexible. Risk of rupture declines. Precautions. This is not a cure for heart disease. Never stop medications without your doctor's approval. Blood thinners, kidney disease, potassium restrictions, check first. Start gradually. Let your body adapt. Safety is key. Here's my challenge. Pick one element, maybe 2 servings of fatty fish a week, or drizzling olive oil on vegetables, and commit to it for 30 days. Then come back and comment with your results. Your feedback may help thousands of seniors watching. Remember, your arteries have carried you through decades. They deserve more than being written off as just getting old. Nourish, protect, and give them the chance to heal, even later in life. If you found this helpful, subscribe now. Next week, we'll cover the nutrient most seniors are deficient in that silently worsens heart health, and I guarantee at least one fact will surprise you. Finally, if you watched all the way through, type "Heartstrong" in the comments. Let's create a community of seniors taking control of cardiovascular health. I'm Doctor, and I'll see you in the next video.